Hey everybody, I'm Marc Dunham, the executive chef for the Atherton Hotel and Ranchers Club. And I've been invited today over to Mike and Pam McGraw's house to make Thanksgiving dinner. So join us over the next few minutes as I show you how to make Thanksgiving dinner quick, easy, and tasty so you can have plenty of time to enjoy with your family and friends, right here on Play With Your Food. Welcome back, everybody. I'm joined today by First Lady Ann Hargis. How are you doing, Ann?
Great, Mark. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good.
Thanks for joining me again.
Thank you. This is my favorite holiday. Favorite holiday.
I'd have to say it's pretty up there with me, too.
Yeah.
I guess as a kid, I like Christmas more, but Thanksgiving now is a little more meaningful.
It's better to get the family together and you just have one thing that you're emphasizing, and it's family and friends.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. So you've done all the hard work. You've done the heavy lifting.
Well, and hopefully everybody that watched last week has done all of the hard work, because the point today is to take all of the stuff that we talked about last week and just show up in the morning time for maybe a couple hours so you have plenty of time to sit down on the couch and relax and enjoy your family so you're not stuck in the kitchen all day.
Great.
So, all right, so let's review so you know what you're going to be doing. We're having roasted turkey. We're having cornbread stuffing, which is the way my grandmother used to make it, with a little bit of extra stuff in it. Just a basic gravy made out of stock, and we're going to finish it with some heavy cream. And that particular stock is duck stock. You can go to the store and use chicken stock out of a can if you don't want to go through the trouble of making chicken broth from scratch, or you can make chicken broth from scratch if you want to. We're also going to have a very simple salad that we talked about a couple of weeks ago with a very simple vinaigrette. We're going to have the green beans, which are going to be dressed with some herbs and some olive oil and some salt and pepper.
Do we care what our herbs are today?
You know, it's whatever. Those particular ones are chives and mint.
I smell the chives.
And I like mint a lot. So,
yeah.
All right. So let's talk about what we did last week so that it makes it easy for today.
Okay.
So what they should have done, what y'all should have done, is cooked your carrots. And remember the quart containers I talked about in terms of storage. Just put that in the refrigerator. Cook the carrots so that they're nice and tender. And then today all you have to do is heat them up with some butter. You should have cooked your green beans the same way as the carrots and cooled them down. So now they come out and you're ready to go. Your vinaigrette for your salad should have been made yesterday or the day before. So that's ready to go. So your salad's really close. The cornbread stuffing, which is heating up with the turkey, should have been made yesterday. So here's what you're looking at making today is turning on your stove and putting in your turkey and letting it cook. And there's 1,000 different ways, I think, to cook turkeys. My grandmother always cooked it at 200 degrees. She stayed up till midnight, and she'd put her turkey in, and then she'd get up the next morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. She cooked it overnight so she didn't have to mess with it the next day. And then the next day she'd wake up and she'd take the foil off the top of it, turn up the oven to 400 and get the skin crispy. So that's kind of how
I've
we
never
did it.
tried it like that.
Yeah, most people cook it at 375, 350.
Cook it.
Yep. Nope, 200 degrees, and she walked away and didn't come back for 6 hours.
I've got to tell you one of my favorite stories about Thanksgiving, and it was when we did a Thanksgiving dinner with friends of ours who owned a restaurant. So Burns and Charlie went to, it's called Charlie Newton's, if I can give a plug for it, put the turkey in the oven and got everything ready, then came back to our house, and we, waited for the 4 hours or however long it takes turkey to be done. Went back to get the turkey. Charlie had not turned the oven on.
Oh, no.
So we had everything else ready but the turkey.
That's kind of funny. Absolutely forget to turn the oven on. That happens quite a bit. Well, why don't we get started so we can show everybody how quick this is. So you'll start on the buttered carrots. Again, the carrots are already cooked. You're just going to heat them up with butter. There's a little bit of salt, although I don't think those need any more salt. I think that we put too much salt in the water to begin with, but that's neither here nor there.
Let's just do this.
So the turkey is in the oven. One of the things that y'all should be doing today, here's one of the things, is make your mashed potatoes, and just refer to the episode with mashed potatoes. This is certainly something that is day of, but you could peel the potatoes the day before. The other thing that you're going to want to do the day of, I like to do the day of because it makes the house smell good, is bake your pumpkin pie. And again, don't worry about the recipe right now. We've got a recipe online. You can go back and refer to it. Pumpkin pie is simple. You put everything in a mixer, mix it all together, pour it into the pie shell, and bake it. It's pretty straightforward. So I'll have that recipe available when you go online. Another thing that you're obviously going to want to do is cook the turkey. And again, I mentioned that my grandmother used to cook it at 200 degrees. If you're ever worried about cooking it at 200, 250, or 300, it can all be done all different ways. So it's not one way or the other. And that's kind of what I like about cooking, is all the different ways you can do it. So you got the turkey the day of, the mashed potatoes the day of, the pumpkin pie the day of, and then the gravy. We're going to talk about this before we pull out the turkey. This is duck stock, again, that I had at the restaurant, but you can use chicken stock from a can. You can make fresh chicken stock at home. All I've added was a little bit of garlic, some yellow onions, and some thyme. And instead of putting roux in it, which is flour and butter, I'm going to thicken it with a cornstarch slurry, which is a little bit quicker and you don't have to cook it as long. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And this is just cornstarch in a bowl right now.
And you call it cornstarch?
Cornstarch slurry.
Slurry.
Slurry, yeah. It's one of the thickeners that you can thicken sauces and things like that. The consistency of this, it's just cold water and cornstarch, should be about the consistency of heavy cream once it's done. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm just going to pour this in. Pardon me.
Oh, yeah.
Reach over the
Excuse
burner
me.
and turn it up.
And the whole idea with the carrots is strictly to warm them. You don't want
Yeah.
to cook them anymore.
Yep, they're already cooked.
Okay.
So
So
you
they're
just warm
just
them
heated through.
Yeah, and you can put them on
Okay.
any one of those plates if you want.
Great. Okay.
All right, so in goes the cornstarch slurry. And again, don't worry about amounts right now. I'll help with that as soon as the recipes are posted. As soon as it comes up to a simmer, it's basically ready to go. All right, so that's thickening up nicely. The only thing that we're going to do to it is add a little bit of heavy cream and a little bit of salt. It's already got pepper, so I'm going to taste it. And then once we're done, we're going to strain it into this little miniature teapot, but I also use it for sauces and things at the restaurant. So that is good to go on the thickness. You know what it kind of looks like a lot of times? I don't know how much Chinese food you eat, but
I do.
in Chinese
I
food they
do.
use a lot of cornstarch slurry. That's why it looks all glistening. All your sauces look real shiny. It's because they use
The
cornstarch.
cornstarch.
Yep. All right, so that's done. That burner gets turned off. And I'm going to add just a little bit of heavy cream. Swirl that around.
Tell me time-wise, are we just doing,
In
you're
terms of
doing
how
the
long it
gravy?
cooks.
Yeah, I mean, I can speed up or slow down.
Oh, you can speed up.
Okay.
I'm going to grab the turkey and plate the turkey here in a second. So that looks pretty good. A little pinch of salt. And I'm just going to strain this right into
Beautiful
here.
meal. So happy for us.
good. Okay.
So happy for us. Then a little
That looks
goat
nice.
cheese on top.
Yeah. So just going to push this through a strainer.
I like your restaurants.
Okay. That is good to go.
Okay, Mark,
Put a
do you
lid
have a
on top.
secret for goat cheese when it won't flake for you? It's just gonna.
Well, you know, put it back in the refrigerator and let it
Okay.
firm up a little bit.
Okay.
The reason why it's doing that right now is because it's been out
We've been
for about
waiting.
5 or 10
Okay.
minutes, so it got a little soft.
Okay.
Okay, so now the gravy's done, the mashed potatoes are done. Ann's got the green beans ready to go. That looks
Got
nice.
it.
Salad's ready to go. Look
And
how
all we need
quick that
are
was.
the hot carrots.
Yep. And I'm going to grab the turkey.
Ah!
And the stuffing. And remember, guys, this stuffing was made the day before, so all you have to do to finish the stuffing. That nice golden bird here.
That is a beautiful bird.
All you have to do to finish the stuffing is to add a little bit of chicken stock, and for this amount, I added about a cup of chicken stock so that it would kind of moisten it up. And then, and again, you can plate this stuff a variety of ways. I just like to put the turkey and the stuffing kind of all on one platter.
Oh, the aroma is heavenly.
This is my my grandmother's recipe. I was telling them before that she used to save her bread ends for about 6 weeks prior to Thanksgiving.
Getting ready, yes.
And she would save them until they was stale. And then she would take half of those bread ends and half corn muffin mix and mix that together with bacon and some other things. And that was basically the dressing that we had every Thanksgiving. All right, nice hot turkey. Right on the platter there. And this is pretty much it. This is kind of how I remember Thanksgiving at my grandmother's in terms of how many things that she made and pretty much how quick it all came together. What are we missing?
That is beautiful.
We're missing a pie, aren't we? Here we go.
Oh yeah, gotta have the pie.
Pumpkin pie. there you have it. So there it is.
What a
You've
beautiful
got
meal.
a salad ready to go that you prepped mostly the day before. You've got green beans that were cooked the day before that you just dressed with some olive oil. You've got carrots that you cooked the day before that have a little bit of butter. Your turkey went in the oven in the morning. The stuffing was just reheated with a little bit of stock. You made your mashed potatoes and baked your pie, and that's it. Happy Thanksgiving. I mean, it's all done.
And your
you didn't
gravy,
have
is this your gravy?
It is a gravy.
Okay.
And then I just normally serve that on the side and just grab a knife and start cutting into it.
Well, let's eat.
Let's grab something. All right.
That is wonderful. These
Thank you, everybody,
colors.
for joining us. Make sure you join us next springtime where we tackle some more recipes right here on Play With Your Food.
Happy Thanksgiving.